up, y'all? It's your girl, Dolamac, and we're here at Gainz
Look.
Recorder Studios for another dope episode of Rhyme and Reason. And today we got Proetic in the building. What's up, Proetic? How you doing?
Good. I'm blessed, highly favored. How you doing?
Okay, I know that's right. I'm living.
Hey,
You know what I'm
man.
saying? Trying to stay above waters.
That's it. That's all we doing.
That's all we can do.
That's all we doing. That's
Blessed
all
and
we
highly
can do.
flavored for sure.
Facts. Flavored. I
Mm-hmm.
like that.
Yes.
Yeah, throw some sauce on it.
Yeah.
I like that.
But yeah, so tell us who is Proetic.
Proetic is regular old MC. You know what I'm saying? It's regular guy from R.E.A.L, East Orange, New Jersey. That's just kind of crazy with the pen work, but y'all figure that out soon.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, man, I'm just a MC, man. Part of a collective called R.E.A.L Music. Me, my twin brother, producer, MC extraordinaire, Moses the Raven, Kid Ali, that's the family. Been running up and down the tri-state for some time now and, still on the move, still on the grind, still fulfilling this dream that we love so much. So, that's Proetic right there. Just a regular old, just a MC, man. I don't want to keep saying regular because I feel like my stuff isn't really regular. But my point is, I'm just a regular guy, but when you listen to the music, you'll know otherwise. What I do on the MC level, I think it's pretty special,
That's for sure. Definitely not regular. I can attest to that. So, and you a Leo, so
That's
most definitely not regular. You feel me?
We get that.
But what's the most important thing to you as an artist?
As an artist, I think with me, what's most important to me is just honestly having integrity and being honest. That's it. Like any song you hear me do, you could tell I wrote it from a real special place, and you could tell I really tried to really bare my soul. You know what I'm saying? Like I want if there's anybody really trying to pay attention to what I'm saying, I think that man, just be honest be honest in your music, man.
Right.
The look at the J. Cole's, the Kendricks. I think that there's something about those guys that I know that we all love so much. When I first heard these guys, they were just pretty cool MCs. But now they've amassed such a huge following. And I think it's because they're just regular guys and they're just giving you their honesty in what they're saying. And I think that's something that I know that's something that I've been just harboring on for so long. Man, just talk about don't make up a life. Talk about your day. You will find somebody that resonates with that and just double down on that. And that's how you grow your audience. So I just try to be as honest as I possibly can in the music that I do and just speak to that regular guy that got a 9-to-5, or speak to that person that just started a marriage, or speak to that person that just, embarked on the journey of fatherhood. You know what I'm saying? There's a lane for you. You know what I'm saying? So I think don't try to be something you're not, and just be honest. I'm really big on honesty in my music, and I think that'll really, shine through and, permeate this rap culture that we got going on right here. So that's my thing.
Word. It's definitely you could tell when someone's honest, and especially people who be making up that street life, and they're really not about it, especially when they came from good homes and stuff like that. So you could definitely sense honesty, and you could feel it. It's a feeling. So
Facts.
Being an artist myself, I definitely appreciate hearing honesty and vulnerability from an artist, because it takes a lot to do what we do. So
yeah, I do.
What made you choose music as your form of expression?
I don't even know if I have an answer for that. That's a crazy thing. It came so long ago, and I think anybody who knew me back in the 90s, early 2000s, they'll probably be surprised that I chose this way of expressing myself, because I do come from a musical family, but my immediate home, my immediate family, we weren't so musical in our household. And then out of nowhere, me and my brother are rappers. You know what I'm saying? I think that might have thrown people off a little bit. But I don't know. I think when my little cousin was randomly just said, "Yo, man, what's the name of our group?" And we just started putting song titles together. Had 20 song titles with no songs, no music, no nothing. I think it was I think that kind of for some reason we just committed to that. But the creativity was, I think, what I love so much. The fact that we're just creating something from scratch. And I don't know. I think the more I started getting into hip hop, the more I was what, I think this is something that I could actually do. And it was so far from what anybody know me to like. that I think it threw a lot of. It might have definitely threw my family off, but I don't know. I think the more and more I listen to it, the more and more I started to resonate with it, and I figured like, and I knew like, yo, I could do this. Like I could really like put something together. And then I was always a words person. I like, I was always in the the new vocab, seeing what new words were, all that stuff. And it was just like, it's like putting together a puzzle. Like,
right.
I got my new words here. I got this music over here. I got this concept over here. Like, and now I could just put this whole thing together, and then you gel it with this musical score, and then,
right.
you create this beautiful, like, I want to say living, breathing thing that could resonate with somebody, and then it can make them want to do the same thing.
For
like,
sure.
That's powerful, Of course, I wasn't thinking about all that back then, but I don't know. It just hit me and stuck. It just stuck with me. Like I can't even say like, oh, when I was 7, I heard this, and I was like, oh, that's what I want to do. Nah, I
just
heard
organically.
it. The idea came to me. I tried it out. It stuck, and that was it.
So you just performed Fame. Thought it was a dope song, dope concept.
Appreciate it.
It's not out yet.
Not yet.
But I wanted to kind of see where your mind was with Fame. Do you think the Fame's going to change you? Because a lot of people say, now, not necessarily in a negative way, but I feel like, we really don't know till we get there. So how do you think like Fame is really going to affect you, your life, your family, and everything around you?
I mean, for me personally, I think if I was to reach
when
I reached that level, yeah, I gotta practice that. But I think the reverse will happen. People always say like, oh, you'll change, you're big headed, all that. I think the reverse will happen. I think I'll probably be more reclusive than I already am. I'm always been a low key person. Always been like relatively shy. I've always been that type of person, And I think that if I start walking the street and people just just know me, I don't know how I'm gonna embrace that. At first, it's gonna feel cool. I don't know how I'll embrace it on a day to day. I don't know how I'll embrace it with like having my kids with me and having my wife with me, who for them it's gonna be like unwanted attention. You know what I'm saying? So I think about, and like I said in the track, I remember I had did a so for my church, they asked me, yo man, can you do this rap verse for this concert we doing, but it's a big church. I was like, yeah, no problem. Got up there, did it like, it was like 6 different performances altogether. It was probably like 4,000 people if you add up all the shows they had. And I remember one of them days I was leaving trying to get to my car, but I kept feeling like taps on the shoulder. Right. It was dope. It was like, yo, good job, great job, da da da. And I was like, yo, and I remember my wife was sick at the time. I was like, yo, I gotta get home. I gotta get this, you know what I'm saying? I gotta stop at Walgreens. I gotta do all this. And I remember like I had an outfit on, like, and I was only known for wearing, I had like this hat on, this vest, and I remember just taking off the vest, taking off the hat, throwing on my peacoat and all that stuff. So and then I threw on a ski hat, like a Scully, and then I walked out the door, and I realized, oh, that was easy. And then I'm driving home like, yo, man, that was like on a super, super low scale. Like that ain't about nothing. And that kind of bothered me. Okay. So I just thought about that, and I was like, yo, man, and that's what basically sparked the feeling behind the song. I was like, yo, man, how would I really manage if I really can't like go nowhere? You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I know me. I'm very low key. I love my space. I'm the type to be cool with alone time. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking like, yo, am I chasing something that at the end of the day I might not want? Right. So, and I don't know if we as artists think about that as much. I think we kind of put our head down, get to move. Then you get it. And then you think like, dang, I worked my whole life for this, and now I'm here, but this ain't necessarily what I want, or like just the it all comes with it, the attention, all that stuff. So that's just something I think about. But I'm still gonna chase this goal of mine because I've had it forever, and I'm still gonna run towards it. And I'm trying my best to approach it and get this like on my terms, so to speak, if that makes sense. But, yeah. So.
I say that same thing. Like, I value privacy. Like, I can't imagine going into Target and like getting ran down. Like, damn. Like, I'm trying to get this a little, you're right, a little low key shirt. So yeah, I think that's important. To remain true to yourself. Going back to staying grounded with who you are. And having those values that you live by. Yeah. To be able to maintain that, but It definitely, I don't think it'll be easy for sure. Especially you can't control how big you get.
Facts.
As much as I say that all the time, I'm like, dang, like I don't want to be like going into the store, blah, blah, blah. But you really cannot control how big you're going to get.
Yeah, you can't.
So you just got to roll with it, right?
Facts.
What's the biggest challenge right now that you face in your music career?
Challenge I face in my music career. I mean, I guess I don't know. I think I'm realizing that I'm now, like, when I'm going out to these lounges, these clubs, these bars, these shows, wherever I'm at, I'm realizing my position now. It's different than 2010, 11, 12. I was always the kid,
right,
fighting to get in. You know, I was like just getting to 21, and then we were like the conscious kids. You know, that's how people saw us. Like, oh, yo, man, look at these guys. Oh, they saying something. I like them. Now, I mean, I still have that. You know, I still have that consciousness in my music. I'm always saying something. I'm very message driven. But I think the biggest challenge is just seeing if people really want to hear it and gravitate towards it. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause, you know, if I get on, let's say I perform, you know, people they receptive towards it. Somebody going after me, you know, ain't really saying nothing, but they turned it all the way up just because of the energy alone. And sometimes you think to yourself like, yo, man, you have those thoughts of like changing your style or compromising what you want to do because it's like, yo, man, I want to grab people. I want them to look at me. I want them to really feel what I'm doing. But honestly, I think I could be able to have that same. I could have that same effect if I just continue to do what I'm doing. I think it's just really, you know, I think it's really the audience or the crowd of who you're trying to grab. You know, like I'm not trying to be something I'm not. Like, it's like how I started this. Like, I really want to stick with what I'm doing. And I think that, you know, I was told by, you know, the people back in the day, like, yo, like you should talk about this. You'll talk about that. Yo, like put that to the side and just talk about this. Like, you know what I'm saying? You want if you want that recognition, that attention, you know what you got to do to get it.
Right.
And it just never sat well with me. And I always felt like if I can't, like I feel like this is mine. This is my world I'm creating with this music I'm doing. If I didn't really sign up to this to follow anybody's rules. If I can't do it on my terms, then I just won't do it at all. You know, so if I'm about to be outside of myself, then what's the purpose? Why am I even doing this? So I'm like, nah, I gotta stick with what I'm doing, and whoever gravitates to it, gravitates towards it. But I mean, it's been a challenge. But you know, as of lately, I've been seeing more people gravitate to this my style and what I'm doing, and you know, so as long as you know, when I walk off the stage and I see somebody, I say, oh, bro, like it's different than like, bro, you turned it up. It's like, bro, like I needed that.
Yeah.
You know, that always hits different.
It means the most.
So I can't.
One of those.
Exactly. I can never stop that.
Yeah. That overpowers all of the, oh, what's your Instagram? Because you get a lot of that, you know, what's your Instagram. That. But that one person, like right before or after you perform and they seen you perform before, like just that one, just knowing you touched one person. That's all you need.
That's how I feel.
So having people come into your world, because that's really what it is. You have your world, you created it, and people are going to come into it. Yeah, so
word.
Those will come to you. I had to learn that for myself, like stop looking for the people. My audience is going to find me.
Yeah.
So just keeping that on your mental, like knowing that and being a firm believer on like the right people are going to find me.
Right.
Instead of like, damn, I'm chasing this down, whatever. So just make the music and like just
that's it. Just
tell your story for real.
That's it. Tell your story.
How would you describe your sound to someone who's never heard Proetic before?
I'm like one word for it?
No, you don't have to just be like, how would you describe it? You don't have to be like 1 word, 30 words, whatever.
All right. I mean, I think, like I said before, I'm really a message driven artist. But like, you know, but the music isn't, well, I wouldn't say it's like, you know, boring, so to speak.
Right.
People think about that, you know, they think of like music that has a certain message.
Conscious rap.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah,
but,
no.
you know, regardless of the production I choose, how I approach what I do, I think it's very like entertaining. You know what I'm saying? Like the collective I'm a part of is R.E.A.L music, but it's an acronym. It stands for realizing, entertaining, advanced lyricism, and a moving, unique sound that impacts culture. Meaning that, and I came up with that when I was 18 because I was like, yo, I don't want to, I want to give you lyrics. I want to give you bars that I feel are advanced, but I want to entertain you as I'm doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, and I think the production's a big part of it, and your approach to what you do and how you do. So like, I feel like, yo, life is real. You can either, escape your problems with fun music, or you could deal with them head on with something strong. And I feel like I'm for the people that want to deal with whatever they want to deal with. I mean, deal with the problems that they're dealing with. If you want to, because I go to music for healing, personally. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I feel like I'm that type of artist. If you're trying to heal, come over here, come talk to your boy. Like, I got music that's for people that's like just going through real things. Like, project I'm working on right now is definitely one of those ones. The most vulnerable and personal project I've ever done, like I've ever been. So it's gonna be putting that out. There's gonna be a lot of people gonna learn some things about me. You know what I'm saying?
So with that, like, it just made me think of another question. But how is being vulnerable, open, honest, as a Black man in the music industry or in your art? Not necessarily the music industry, but being a Black man. How, the pros and cons of being vulnerable and, putting your heart on your sleeve. How is that now with putting it in your music and about to, let the world hear that?
Okay, I mean, the cons, I think a typical con people would say is that, oh, you know everything. So now I don't feel like protected. Everybody knows all this about me. Like you feel, like you feel naked in a way, like vulnerable. But I honestly think that I think that there's real power in that. And this is the pro. I think if you own everything about yourself, if you own everything that you've went through and things that, I don't know, if you really like look in the mirror and really dealt with yourself, then what can anybody really use against you? You're living your truth, and now I'm just putting it out there for you to hear.
You can't shame yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
No one can shame you.
Exactly. Like, the artists that were vulnerable, like, the DMXs, the Eminems, and all of them, like them, like they put everything out there. And I think, and they tapped into all of those people that were just as broken as they was, and they had a fan forever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm with all that. Like, I think that's amazing. Like, and I also respect artists that kind of take you through their journey. It's like, all right, first album they were struggling. The second album they were trying to get through it. The third album they were winning. Like, they brought us along for the journey. And as a fan, I appreciate that. It's like, you let us see all of that. I'm not sitting here judging you. Like, I love that. Like, I was going through the same thing. You didn't know that. But now I'm feeling better because of I watched you, you know what I'm saying? I watched you like heal basically in front of the world. I think that I think being vulnerable in public is powerful if you own it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so I think that so in that regard, I don't think there's a real con. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I mean, if you don't own it, then yeah, it's a con, because you're gonna feel all attacked, and you're gonna feel all, weird when people know all these things about you. Yeah, but like, if you wear it, like, if you, yo, man, I was alcoholic, I was an addict, I was this, I was that. I'm trying to throw that away, and you making songs about healing, and then now when someone says, "Hey, yo, weren't you that addict?" You'll be like, "Yeah, I was." Healing now. I'm in a better place.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just different when you wear it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't know. I think it's a pro putting it out there. Because at the end of the day, not only are you healing, but you're helping somebody else possibly heal as well.
It's just in our community, the Black and brown community, men look at vulnerability as weakness, and it's not.
Right.
So being able to be open and honest in your art is a beautiful thing. And
Absolutely.
seeing, Black men be able to own that and really like spill that is so powerful. So
it's amazing.
It's just that stigma that vulnerability is weak. Can't see a man cry. Like, you got to put up that mask on. But at the end of the day, y'all going through shit, So being able to share that is definitely.
That's it. Yeah, we human.
It's real ripping right through. So
we go through it. Our Black women go through it, and we all. I feel like we all trying to just be strong for each other. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
And in that, we're not. We have to give each other that safe space. Like, you gotta let your man cry on your shoulder.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he might need that. You know what I'm saying? You can't. We all human. None of us this amazing deity that could take on like all of the hits of the world. Like, you will break down. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so, but there's a. I don't know. To me, it's I don't see a man crying as weak. To me, you're actually the strongest person, because you basically you're not scared to be vulnerable.
Exactly.
Like that, you know, that's strong. Now, I mean, at the same time, I mean, you know, if you cry for every single little thing, it's like, okay, might be a little bit of maturing you need to do.
Right.
But you know, if you're going through it, if it's something real, bro, let it. You'll never catch no judgment from me.
Right.
You know, just let it out, bro. You need to. Like, don't have that sit inside you, and then you deal with that in a deconstructive way.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so
bend not break. So for sure.
Facts.
If you could come up with a genre for, you know, your own sound or create your own genre that you would be under, what would you call it?
Proetical.
Okay. I think you did better last time we had this. Right? We was like,
that was nice. I remembered that one.
Yeah.
I made sure I was on point.
Waiting.
Yeah, last time I had to make sure
fire.
I was on point. Last time I had y'all waiting for like 5 minutes. Like,
right.
Nah, Proetical, that's my style.
That's fire. Why Proetical? Like, explain like what would be, you know, just like, you don't have to explain too deep, but
yeah.
Kind of like a little razzle dazzle on it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I really see my music as just like I think it's just a good vibe. Like, and I think it's also something that, like, you know, I like to take myself out of, like, I like to take myself out of it real quick. Meaning, like, all right, sometimes I try to listen to my music as a fan. Like, let's say, you know, like I put it on and I act like, yo, I don't know this person. Like, how would I react to if I just randomly come?
It's really hard to do that though.
It's so hard.
Oh my god, you start hearing like, damn, I heard myself blink on that shit.
Yeah, I know.
Let me do this shit
like
again.
damn, I stuttered there and I should have cleared my throat there. Yeah, it happens. But like, I try to do that like all the time, and I always think to myself, and keep it 100. I'm like, yo, man, if I was to just come across this, like I'll be like, yo, who is this guy? You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's cat fire.
Yeah, like he just did a song called August 11th. That's hip hop beat.
That's my birthday.
That's your birthday too.
Yeah.
You really got hip hop's birthday. I mean, that means you're a legend. You didn't even know that.
No, I know.
Oh, you know that?
Yeah, I know.
I'm glad you know. You should know. It's a whole legend. Know. I don't know how many people got that beat at. You and hip hop right now.
Me and my boy Jeter House. We got the same birthday.
He a legend too. That's
Shout out to Jeter.
That's what's up. But now, like, I don't know, man. When I hear, like, you know, I can honestly say I like the approach, and I like the topics I choose, and I like what I choose to do with like the music that I get. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think it's creative. I like to touch on topics people don't touch on. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think that style, like, you know, incorporating like a bit of like, my name is K Proetic. My name used to be K Pro, like K Pro, the Kid Prodigy. It used to be my name back in the day. I changed it to K Proetic because compared to all my other guys, my style is a bit more like poetic.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know,
poetic and lyrical.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I could go to a poetry event and kill it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just a rapper. Like, I can go and do that. You know what I'm saying?
Have you done before? Spoken word or anything?
I haven't, like, not like, you know, not spoken word, like, within the, like, I don't use their particular cadence, you know what I'm saying? Like, I still have my structure in regards to, like, rhyming everything. But I've been to several poetry events, and I even, like, on my album I put out in 2021, Beautiful Dystopia, the last track was called The Beauty. It's the outro. And, like, I'm playing a piece on the piano, and I'm just, like, and that was piano? Me. Yeah, I play a little bit.
Okay, got the keys.
I got a little something.
Got the keys,
I'm a musician for real life. Feel me? But now, like, and that was my attempt to, like, doing some, what I felt was, like, more like poetry as opposed to just rapping. Because I remember, like, being in 5th grade, I think, writing, like, poems a couple times. Like, I thought it was just a cool creative thing to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, all in all, I think that's my style, man. I think when it comes to music I do, you're gonna hear, if you're a real hip hopper, if you really appreciate hip hop, I think you'll appreciate what I bring to the table. Because it's you know, it's a bit different, you know, how I choose to go about it. I mean, some people may rock with it, some people don't. But you know, it is what it is, man. All the, you know, whoever loves it, just gravitate towards it. I got something for you.
Okay. What are some dream collab producers you would love to work with for either an album or a single?
Oh man, so many. Well, my favorite producer of all time is probably J Dilla. God rest his soul. But I would have loved to do an album with J Dilla. Definitely Just Blaze. Definitely what's some more? DJ Premier. Who else, man? Who else are my guys? Oh, you know what? No ID. I think No ID is incredible.
Yeah.
He's Kanye West's mentor. I love the 444 album he did with Jay. Like his approach to production just fits like my style. It just fits like anything I've ever heard from him. I was like, yo, I got like I know the song that I have. I could strip the music and put it to anything he's done and it'll work. Like I would love to do a project with No ID. That if I could pick one, it'll be him. Like in regards to like a living producer, I would love to do a whole project with No ID. That'd be incredible. That'll be fire.
That'll go crazy. Okay, that's fire. All right. So I think I know what you're gonna say, but fun fact about yourself.
Fun fact? What am I saying?
I don't know. I'm gonna see if I'm right later.
You sure? What I say?
I would say that you're a twin.
How you know?
I'm a Leo. I know these.
That's
things.
what I was gonna say. Got a whole twin brother out here. That's a fun fact. What's another fun fact? I got another fun fact. Cause that's starting to be a typical one I got. Cause people, if you
do y'all have like telepathy like in the studio? Because I know y'all both do music. So like, do y'all ever like come across like the moment where like y'all both said the same bar at the same time type shit?
Wait, hold on.
I'm screaming.
Yeah, I just had to tell him I was here. So you know.
But like in the same room in the same moment, like y'all are writing or doing something, and y'all did it at the same time, like verbatim.
Well, what happens a lot is
because y'all are identical.
Yeah, we are.
So like, if you tell me no, I'm gonna be like.
Nah, I think what happens is, you know, what's funny? Like when it comes to like regular life, we do a lot of things the same way, like randomly. Like even our daughters were born like 6 weeks apart.
That is crazy.
Which was crazy. But like you know, saying the same thing at a certain time, we'll call each other about a topic like, oh, I was just about to call you about that. But when it comes to like, but music wise, I think that music highlights the differences between us. You know, my brother, he's more. I mean, we like basically all of the same rappers, but his approach is a bit more like he has a very direct style. He has a sharp flow and direct style. He's very influenced by like you know Nipsey Hussle, Jadakiss, Styles P. Those are like his guys. You know, and their style is very straightforward. Me, I'm kind of the guy that, you know, goes around the block to go next door a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I'm more influenced by Nas, and I like Lupe. I like, you know, Common. You know, I might take a little longer to get my point across. Because I like to build so much around it. Right. My brother's way more like, he's so like straightforward. He's direct. You know, and both work. You know, like I, you know, love my brother as an MC. He's incredible. But I think that, but within music, you'll see more of a difference between us. Okay. In regular life, you'll see us as damn near the same.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting perspective. Okay, that's cool. Those are some fun facts. Yeah, so tell us where we can find your music, what you got coming up next, any shows, videos, all that.
Yeah. I mean, shows right now. I mean, I'm working on some. We'll see what that. We'll see how that transpires in a little bit. But in regards to music, yeah, like I said earlier, I'm working on a project called it's called Property of 3 a.m. That's a project I'm working on right now. Should have it done by the end of this week. Like, you know, all the recording should be done. Like this is gonna be the most vulnerable project I put out. Very personal project. And the title, basically, I got that from like when I'll wake up like in the middle of the night, like often, like it was always 3 a.m. Right. You know, people normally say that's the hour. Oh, you should pray, or that's I don't know what there's stuff around that hour. But I just started writing songs. Like, so I'll wake up and I'll just write something. And I wrote enough to just, you know, create a body of work. And I was like, yo, and the reason I call it Property of 3 a.m. is because I feel like all of my thoughts like kind of owned me at that time. So it'd be hard to go back to sleep. Right. So like I was just thinking, it's basically like every single thought I've had at that time, or even beyond that time frame, just like what I've been feeling now, like as a, you know, as a married man, as a father, as an MC, as a regular 9-to-5 worker, like how I'm able to balance this whole thing in life right now. And I think I got the perfect project for it. You know what I'm saying? So every single song tailors to a specific thought, a specific emotion. Okay. You know, every last one of them. It's a, you know, pretty shorter project, probably 8-9 songs, but it's definitely my most personal work to date. I think it's coming together really good. Like I'm loving it so far. For sure. But that's dope. But yeah, you know, I'm all on the streaming platforms. Proetic, KPROETIC. You know, everything. You know, it's IG, Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, all that. If you want to get to anything I've done, you know, projects I did before, you know, y'all could look me up and, you know, see if y'all want to rock with the boy, man. But you know, I got something for y'all though, man. I really do. I got something special, and yo, rock with me. And trust me when I say that, you will not regret it.
Yeah, this your girl Dola Mac. It's another episode of Rhyme and Reason. We have K Proetic in the building, and we're here at Gainz Recording Studios. So check us out. Peace.